UFC 325 was announced yesterday during Thanksgiving. I elbowed my phone about 7 times, and I had to explain to my family why I elbowed my phone. It was because of the UFC 324 and UFC 325 main events. Since I've actually calmed down a little bit, I kind of understand a little bit more why both main events were made. We'll talk about that real quick before we get into the card building part. But for UFC 324, I actually was reading that they were gonna make Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes the main event, and they kind of were struggling just having that as their main event. So they promoted Justin Gaethje and Patty Pimblett into an interim title fight to make that the main event. Because let's be real here, that sounds like a better main event for the first card of the year, and for the first card for Paramount Plus. But then the month after that, or not even, the week after that, not the month after that, oh my goodness. The week after that, we have UFC 325. And as you can tell from the title and what is on the screen here on this amazing presentation I made, we're going to be card building. We're going to be making this card for UFC 325. I'm actually excited for this. It's a great fight. It really is a great fight. It still is. I really just wanted to see something else for Volk. I wanted to see him take somebody's O, or fight an undefeated person for his last ever fight, I think. Because I really think this is going to be his last ever fight. But let's get right into this card building. Starting off, I want to have 3 prelims. I don't know what order these should be in, but I'm just going to say 3 prelims I really want to see on this card. And why I should make them. Or 3 good fights. And why they should be made for this amazing card. Hopefully amazing. I think I made a pretty good card, but let's see if the UFC can make a better one. Starting off with our first prelim of the night. We're going to go Tai Tuivasa versus Mick Parkin. Tai Tuivasa has not fought in 2025. I believe his last fight was in August of 2024. I remember watching that at a vacation house I was at the time. And Mick Parkin just lost to Marcin Tybura. I believe that was his first career loss. These two are right next to each other in the rankings, and I think this could be a good fight, too. It's not like Mick Parkin's going to shoot a crazy takedown on Ty, and I think Ty is going to have a fun comeback fight with this one. I don't really know who'd win yet. It's kind of heavyweight, so it's kind of 50-50. Tai Tuivasa does have that power. I think Mick Parkin's probably the better technical fighter, but we'd see what would happen. So yeah, that's my first prelim I made for this. Moving on to the second prelim. I like the second prelim a little bit more. We got Jordan Levitt versus Quillian Salkild. What a badass name that is, man. Jordan Levitt, I forget who he just submitted, but he just submitted somebody like 3-4 months ago, maybe even earlier. And obviously, Quillian Salkild, oh my goodness. Coming off of that brutal, probably the head kick knockout of the year, if not knockout of the year, against Nazarat Hakparas. He knocked him out with a beautiful right kick, brutal right kick. 10 days notice, I think it was. 12 days notice, one of the two. I think he should be rewarded with somebody ranked, but I don't want to push that yet. I want him to build up as a contender because he's young. He's like 25, 26. So I want him to build up a little bit, and I want to see him face a dude with good grappling skills. Jordan Levitt, while he's not great on the feet, he has really good grappling skills. So I'd love to see this fight. If Quillian wins, he proves he can be a good grappler, and then we could probably give him a ranked contender because that'd be 4 wins in a row if he wins this one, and it'd be I believe he's undefeated too, so it'd be sick. Yeah, make it. And then for our featured prelim, the final prelim I'm gonna make because I'm a lazy piece of shit and don't want to do 9 prelim fights. Our featured prelim, I want to do Jared Cannonier versus Paulo Acosta. Man, this fight would be pretty good to see. Oh my goodness, who did Paulo Costa just beat? Was it Roman Kopylov? Yeah, it was Roman Kopylov by decision. He completely pressured him, he outboxed him, and he made Kopylov look like shit. And Jared Cannonier, he did beat Gregory Rodriguez. I don't think no, that wasn't his last fight. His last fight was Michael Venom Page, and he lost that fight by decision, but most people lose to decision by Michael Venom Page, I guess. Well, not by decision always, because he knocks people out, but most people lose to Michael Venom Page and get styled on like he did. And he had that lighter man skill, which I really hope he chooses a weight class. I think Michael Venom Page needs to choose a weight class so I can match make him better, man. And I can choose who he's going to fight next. Make my job a little bit easier, please, Michael Venom Page. But this fight's great. I feel like this fight's been booked before, and we just haven't gotten it. It'd be an intriguing fight. Would love to see who would win. Uh, oh man, this fight would actually probably be close too. So yeah, I want to see this fight. This is my featured prelim. Moving on to the main card opener. The main card opener of this card is Asu Amabayev versus Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg was coming off those 3 losses in a row. Was it 3? Yeah, it was Pantoja, Kai France, and Brandon Moreno. It was I believe he took on short notice also. And Asu Almabayev lost to Manel Kopp, and then he just had a comeback win against Alex Perez. I was gonna book the Alex Perez fight, but Alex Perez is ranked like number 12 or 11 now after this loss, and Steve Erceg's ranked higher than him, and I think Steve Erceg should probably fight somebody higher since he defended his spot against Ode Osborne last. And I would like to see this fight. This fight was also booked before. I think it fell out. And yeah, I want to see this fight, man. Asu Almabayev had that close fight with Alex Perez until his finish, and Steve Erceg. I think that Ode Osborne. I think he got dropped in the first round by Ode Osborne, but the other 2 rounds he won pretty convincingly. So I'd like to see this fight. Main card opener, maybe second card opener, or sorry, second fight of the night on this card. But I'd like to see as the main card opener. I think it should be the main card opener. Later, guys. There. Moving on. I want to see Johnny Walker versus Alexander Rakic. One of these guys are probably gonna get knocked out. One of these guys will be getting knocked out. Rakic needs to prove that he can still even be in the UFC, and I think he's on a 4 or 5 fight loss streak right now, and 3 of them are KOs, I believe. 2 of them are KOs, maybe. And then Johnny Walker, I believe he just won a fight against, was it Zhang? I think it was Zhang, number 15 ranked Zhang in China. He leg kicked him, got a leg kick TKO, beat him up for after that. Both these guys, not the most powerful on the feet. I think if I were to give the power edge to any of these 2, it would be Johnny Walker. But man, his chin's terrible, and I mean that. Alexander Rakic, and really does need to get a win here. He's 0-4 in his last like 5. Obviously, he had a close fight with Magomed, but then his team told him he was up 2 or something like that, and he just kind of sat on the brakes for a minute, and he lost that fight. So I think he really needs a win right here. He just got knocked out by Azmat Mirzakhanov too. That's not a great look. I mean, not a bad loss, of course, to get knocked out by Azmat Mirzakhanov, but I just mean to get another loss in a row like that. He's in desperate need of a win, and Johnny Walker deserves to go fight up in the rankings from defending a spot. So let's make this fight. I think it makes sense. One of these guys will probably get chinned. I honestly don't know which one it would be. Probably Johnny Walker. But hey, man, he always has that powerful shot that he could just hit with Rakic. Because Rakic doesn't have a metal chin either. He's also got a questionable kind of chin. All right, moving on to our featured fight, which is Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev. Sorry about that. These 2 both deserve a title fight, I think. But they're not getting it, obviously, because of the main event. But I think they should fight each other because apparently... Oh my goodness. Lerone's been posting, like, photos of him knocking out... a post-knockout Movsar Evloev, saying, like, he's not undefeated. And I think we need to get another big fight in the featherweight division on this card to kind of show maybe who's next for a title. So, yeah. Have these 2 versus each other. I think Volkanovski will retire, but one of these 2 will clearly be in line for the title next. Maybe the winner of Gene Silva and Arnold Allen will get the title shot also. Because I think Volkanovski's going to win. But I could be wrong, though. Diego has that punching chance. We'll move on to that whenever that comes. This is a good fight. I was going to make it the co-main, but I didn't make it the co-main because I didn't want to see 5 rounds of this. I think Movsar is going to have a good time taking down Lerone Murphy. I think he's going to do it quite a bit, honestly. But yeah, I want to see this fight, man. And I think they should do it for this card so that they can have a clear contender right after. And Diego Lopes was right a little bit about his posts, saying, like, stay mad to people. You shouldn't really get a title shot after sitting out for a year, and you shouldn't really get a title shot after just fighting somebody unranked and debuting in the UFC. But there's more factors to that, man. I just really want to see Volkanovski fight someone original, but probably won't be. Moving on to the co-main event, I have Sean Strickland taking on Anthony Alexander Hernandez. Oh my goodness, Anthony Hernandez. Yeah, Anthony Hernandez needs one more win to get a title shot, and I think he should fight somebody above him in the rankings. And Sean Strickland needs to defend his spot in the rankings. Obviously, he just lost to Dricus Du Plessis. Didn't just lose, sorry. He lost to Dricus Du Plessis last February, and he hasn't fought since then. And he needs to defend his position. So I think this is a great fight to make. If Fluffy wins, he gets a title shot, and he beat a former champion, and that looks really good. Obviously not stealing the title shot from a Malov, I don't think. I don't think they'll let that happen. I think they'll set up that fight and have Fluffy as the backup. And obviously, moving on to our main event, we all know what it is. It's Alexander Volkanovski, Diego Lopes again. Second time in a 12-month span. It's a fun fight, man. It really is a fun fight. I just really want to see somebody else fight fight for the belt. But I understand it. He's a bigger name than the other two, probably combined, honestly. Paramount spent $7.7 billion. They want the bigger names, I guess. And yeah, guys, that's my pitch for what UFC 325 should be. Let me know if you guys think there should be any other fights. Let me know if you guys would make any changes. Let me know what you guys think of this main event, man. I really want to hear more people talk about this main event. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.